Crypto products are unregulated and could be highly volatile. Please be aware of the risks before investing.
राज, बाबूजी के आशीर्वाद से हमने अपनी नई शुरुआत तो कर ली, पर अपना फ्यूचर प्लान कैसे करें?
बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं।
Looking for perfect start? Get a Bitcoin today. Download the Unocoin app.
जब मैं तेरी उम्र का था ना, तो एक सक्सेसफुल करियर, लॉन्ग टर्म प्लानिंग सब रेडी करके रख चुका था। और एक इन महाराज को देखो, पूरा दिन फोन में लगा रहेगा।
दैट प्लानिंग तो मैंने भी कर रखी है, Unocoin के साथ।
नए जमाने के साथ नई चीजें आजमाएं। Looking for Bitcoin? Download the Unocoin app.
Guys, we really need to work hard. This wasn't a good quarter. Tell me, are you happy with this?
Unocoin.
Want to earn Bitcoin? Just grab your phone and shake it. Download the Unocoin app.
Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin.
Get a systematic buying plan from the Unocoin app to get your Bitcoin today. Download the Unocoin app.
हेलो एवरीवन, वंस अगेन वेलकम बैक टू आवर वीकली लाइव सेशन जहां पर हम बात करते हैं डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में। दिस इज योर होस्ट शांभवी सोनी, जो कि आपके लिए हर हफ्ते कुछ ना कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग लेकर के आती है विद सुपर नॉलेजेबल एंड सुपर क्रिप्टो एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ। तो आज हमारे साथ जो एक्सपर्ट हैं, यू नो हिम वेरी वेल, ही इज द सीईओ एंड द को फाउंडर ऑफ Unocoin। और आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है, जैसे कि आप सब अपनी स्क्रीन पर ऑलरेडी देख सकते हैं, it's about demystifying the future of meme coins. तो अभी हम सबको पता है कि इंडिया में किस तरीके की हाइप है मीम कॉइन्स को लेकर के, एंड किस तरीके से लोग मीम कॉइन्स के दीवाने, खास करके शिबा इनू के। तो हमारे स्पीकर हमें थोड़ी देर में ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं। जब तक वो ज्वाइन करते हैं, कमेंट डाउन योर फेवरेट मीम कॉइन, ताकि हम उसके बारे में बात कर सके कि क्या उसका फ्यूचर है, कैसे आने वाले टाइम में चीज़ें उसके लिए चेंज हो सकती हैं या नहीं हो सकती हैं, और किन फैक्टर्स की वजह से नहीं हो सकती हैं। एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज गाइस, हम जो नोटिस करते हैं ना मीम कॉइन्स के साथ, कि हाइप है, क्योंकि हमने देखा है इन द पास्ट पीपल गेट 100x, 1000x, 2000x रिटर्न्स विथ मीम कॉइन्स। तो उनको लगता है कि मीम कॉइन्स कैन बी अ रियली चीप इन्वेस्टमेंट, और इससे आप बहुत सारा पैसा बना सकते हो। बट इज दैट रियली द ट्रूथ? तो ये समझना आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि ये कितने हद तक पॉसिबल है, और उसके लिए कुछ मेट्रिक्स मैं आपको अभी बता देती हूँ एज वी आर स्टार्टिंग टुडेज सेशन। सबसे पहला मेट्रिक्स है उसको समझने के लिए उसका मार्केट कैप एंड उसका टोटल सप्लाई। नाउ इफ यू सी कि अगर किसी भी कॉइन का मार्केट कैप जो है वो लेट्स से अ सर्टेन बिलियंस है, और उसका जो सप्लाई है वो ट्रिलियंस में, ऑब्वियसली यू कैन डू द मैथ्स एंड कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू। नाउ अगर उस सप्लाई में आप सोचेंगे कि लेट्स से शिबा इनू 500 trillion समथिंग इज द सप्लाई, एंड देन अगेन द मार्केट कैप आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट लेट्स अज्यूम इट्स अराउंड 2 billion समवेयर। इमेजिन कि जो अजम्पशन है लोगों का कि 1 रुपए या $1 के मार्क को शिबा इनू टच करेगा इन द नेक्स्ट अपकमिंग बुल रन। Well, imagine 549 trillion ships are there in circulation, and 549 trillion dollars एक एसेट की वैल्यू, वो अभी तक बिटकॉइन अलोन ने अचीव नहीं किया है। एंड जस्ट विद द रिकॉर्ड, दैट इज एक्चुअली मोर दैन द टोटल मार्केट कैप ऑफ एप्पल, which is, by the way, the world's second largest company right now. Hi, Sathvik. How are you doing today? So, guys, let's welcome our speaker who has joined in and will give you a very good description of, what meme coins are and what is their future. Hi, Sathvik.
Hi, Shabri. Hi, hi.
How are you today?
Doing good. How about you?
Oh, I'm great, and I'm excited for our today's topic as well, about demystifying the future of meme coins. Now, this is something that we, get asked about very often during different sessions with you, with Sunny. And honestly, it's quite vexing to have this question answered several times. But then again, it's also necessary for people to understand what are meme coins and what is their potential. So, just to have a kickstart with the overview, Satvik, very recently, when there was a Memecoin hype, we also listed Memecoin because of the sheer market demand and the sheer pressure of listing that particular token. But then again, how much potential do we see with that token?
See, generally, when it comes to meme coins, it's community driven. So, how many of them show love to hold it, and how much they want to hold, how long they want to hold. That totally depends upon that those community people from those communities itself. So, what becomes famous in one country doesn't mean it'll become famous in other countries also, right? So, for example, Shiba Inu become actually much more famous in India as compared to uh, say in US and I think like that. Right? So Dodge was more famous there. If one want to try their luck and take that bet on meme coins, like how one would be extremely cautious to get into crypto as compared to rest of all their assets. Similar kind of one should be extremely cautious with meme coins as compared to rest of the crypto portfolio itself. So yeah, so people should do that analysis and get in. It's very very slippery slope.
It is indeed. But Satvik, I think where most people, fail to understand the concept is at the very core meaning of meme coins itself. Because if we see, meme coins are just another cryptocurrencies in a lot of people's mind, which have given like tremendous returns in past, like 1000x, 2000x. So, like, what is meme coin and how is it different from any other cryptocurrency that is in existence today?
See, there is no such specific definition that you can give about what is meme coin, according to me. It generally, if it comes to supply, it will be a huge abundance of supply, sometimes billions, sometimes trillions of units, and starts with many thousands or many millions of such coins for every dollar or every rupee. And there is very specific communities that try to start it on day one, and then there'll be more communities which will join and do some trading activities and such. So on the other side, if you start believing that a currency or anything is valuable because more people hold it and more people want to transact with it, then that's applicable for meme coins also. Um, that actually increases its value because now more people want it. And sometimes there are some influencers who will again jump in and talk about something like how it is good or how it is bad. That
Believing
also,
that.
that also will have the influence. So I think all of this combined, deserve it will be. But again, if you ask me, do you think it will be the exact same or similar way, and it is the same characteristics for the next meme coins as well? Next meme coin, whatever will be famous, I don't know. So we are trying to identify the definition of it depending upon whatever has happened so far. It's not what it is supposed to happen. We will have to see what it will be next. So maybe someone will come up with some rabbit coin. Or now we have seen some dog and dog related things, right? So I'm very sure there are so many animals and so many objects, so many people. I mean, it's just like no limit. If too many people want it, someone will create it.
Indeed, and I think market demand is what is driving this crazy thing around meme coins. And interestingly, so I was just reading the Pepecoins website the other day. I think at the time when we were launching it for some research and everything, and it's in very bold and clear words, it's written over there that this is just for fun. Please do not invest in it and expect any returns for say. So returns is something that they have clearly written on their website that they do not promise. Now, if they get it, great enough, but if they don't, they are not liable. So here we have some comments from Malika Arjun, which is a very interesting one. Thank you, Malika Arjun, for this comment, because this is gonna give us such a edge to start with. He's asking Sathvik, what is the best meme coin in the market for safe investment?
It,
Safe and meme coin.
it's like an oxymoron. If you just want safe investment, then don't even get into crypto. Just do fixed deposits in SBI or something like that, right? So, but then there are a huge band of things. How it keeps on getting unsafe, and how the returns will correlate to it if it is successful, right? So it could be government bonds, and then you have commodities, and then you have equities, and then you have real estate, and then you have crypto, and within crypto you have uh, say very well-known coins like Bitcoin and Ether and such. And then you have layer one and layer two coins, and then you have DeFi coins, and then you have meme coins. So that's probably meme coins the last one that I can even think of, unless it is much more scammy. I don't know. So that will be actually meme coins are already on the highest verge of risk of what you invest in and what you would lose, etc. So let's say if out of 100 rupees total you have, if you're putting 2 or 3 rupees towards crypto, um, then out of the 2 or 3 rupees you have in crypto, you should only put maybe like 5 paisa for me. So that is something that one should practice well. These are not like some random numbers that I'm trying to highlight here. There is very significant reasons behind it, especially to make sure that the capital that you're trying to put don't get ruined one fine day. And don't take loans and do because someone is telling you to buy millions of them for 10,000 rupees. And don't think and don't compare one meme coin with another coin. Okay, if Dodge can do like this, if Shiba can do like this, why not? Why not this XYZ coin cannot do? It's not so. So the people behind it, to communities, to anything. And if one want to create coin today, it's like very very simple. So um, just because a coin exists does not mean, and even if it is getting listed, does not mean it is successful. So it's something one should be very much aware of. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like we say, do your own research is the key to, being empowered in terms of your trading and in terms of your knowledge. Something that I believe what meme coins can relate to in terms of a, day-to-day life analogy. So I have this little nephew and I buy him a lot of toys. And I know if I'm buying him a toy, there's gonna be no return. He's just gonna break them and I'm gonna have to buy more for him. So this is something like that. Meme coins are like buying toys which your kid is going to anyways break. So I mean, invest in it the way the amount you can afford to lose. So well, that goes for any cryptocurrency, but especially for meme coins.
Mhm.
Now, now here Kumar is saying which meme coin will go to the moon this time? Bonk.
Um, See, one thing I believe is whatever went to moon last time may not go to moon again. So, in all likelihood, it could be newer coins than Dodge and Shiba. So, why Bonk is famous is because it is launched on Solana network, and about 50% of that entire supply of Bonk, they have done it as a airdrop to users who have Solana or interacted with. I mean, they had some plan of how to airdrop it, and they have dropped it. This is only about a month and a quarter old, maybe 40 days, I think. Um, but Solana has its own challenges by itself. Even yesterday, there was a very very huge outage. Um, so, but eventually, over a period of time, everything will mature. So, hoping Solana won't become a challenge for the success of this coin itself. But if people are looking at, okay, like Ether and Ethereum network is quite mature already, and it is fees is high, etc., and let's look at other L1 networks like Solana. And if they start looking at different meme coins on top of it, whatever they want to allocate, yeah, then Bonk will be one of the few that people would consider. But like I said, it's okay to invest very very little when it comes to Bonk or whatever. Maybe by today, dozens of meme coins exist, or maybe even hundreds. I don't even know. Um, so, uh, because they are so cheap, you don't need to invest a lot of money to get a lot of them.
True.
Right? So, if for a dollar, sometimes you get like a million of them. So, and again, don't think every unit of it will become a dollar or a rupee or anything like that. So, that is not your way to way towards financial freedom. It's unlikely. For maybe for a few thousands of people, for few people it may work, but that definitely means a lot of people are losing.
And I think Satvik will have to give this to meme coins that a lot of people get into the space of crypto by getting attracted to these meme coins. I mean, it's not something to be proud of, but then I myself, my first purchase was Shiba Inu back in 2020. So that was my first purchase. I bought like 1,000 worth of Shiba Inu. I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see wherever it goes. And I was not very much into the space back then, and I was still learning and trying to understand what it is. But yeah, I'll give that to meme coins that they have this potential. They can attract people to this space and maybe get them to learn about this further and more and more. Also, I feel there's one difference that everybody should consider for these kind of purchases is the utility. If this is something that they can believe in, that is something that also in stock market it's practiced very often. If there's a certain stock, do you believe in the potential of that company, like they can do better, and that's how they analyze. That's like a basic emotional analysis, and that's how people put money in stocks. And I think similarly you should be very certain about if a certain thing has certain utility reality do you believe in it as a person? Not just to, looking at, yeah, it made me money, so I'm going to make more money. That might not always go right. Now, next question here we have is by Bharat Bhagya Vidata, which is also very interesting, Sathvik, and it's a constant topic of debate. He says, sir, क्या crypto gambling है?
Wow. Um, yeah, we are actually trained. It's a debate and controversy. I definitely don't think so, because you need much more research and time to figure out what you want to invest, and it is extremely technical in nature. When it comes to gambling, generally, um, the rules of the game are kept very simple, right? Okay, if the ball stops at 24, then 24 is the number. And what else you need to know? If it is 24, you get money. If it is not 24, you don't get money. End of it, right? So um, it's like something, maybe if you spend one full day in a casino, you may be able to learn all the rules of all the games. It's as simple as that. But when it comes to crypto, I don't think so. The crypto one thing, then you have lot of types of coins, and in every types of coins sometimes you have subcategories, and then you also have actual coins, and for every coin it will be little different sometimes. And now we're talking about tens of thousands of coins already. So even if you want to learn maybe the top 100 of them to understand like what it is all about, it's like months job, or maybe a few months of job, or so maybe it'll take a couple of quarters itself for you. And it is like very quickly evolving. So with so much of efforts being put to learn about it, and people generally say do your research before investment. I have never seen anyone doing a lot of research before before going to a casino or investing, betting money on something.
True.
And in casino, a lot of times it is like, okay, either you win or you lose. Um, you cannot do a lot of things like hedging against different coins, short selling, futures and options. So whatever is available for equities, commodities, all of that is available for crypto. Um, so I definitely don't think it is gambling. It is much more. It needs much more analytical understanding, and an ability to see what would make more sense in the future, kind of thing. Without which it's not easy to navigate in the crypto space. One of the reason why a lot of people don't lose money, too much of money, is just because whole in whole, the crypto market have increased and given returns. It is not like a zero sum game where one has to lose and one has to win. Sometimes both will win, because that is a kind of returns that it is promising and giving. Not promising, but at least like giving. Um, so, given an option to me, if I would like to go to a casino or maybe put some money into different cryptos, I definitely choose crypto. So it's not a, it's not, it's definitely not like betting or gambling, or anything like that. Right? So it has more meaning in it. And if not, I don't think we would have seen ETFs and such things already. So we already have good examples.
100%. And as far as it goes for Bitcoin, it's something that was created with a totally different perspective, that was to redefine the financial system that we live in and to solve certain problems that the economy has, and reducing it to mere gambling is something that we as individuals shouldn't do, because it was a solution brought in for the general public and created by a commoner. So I mean, I always say this out loud. We have a lot of resources, we have a lot of videos, we have a lot of articles. Just go read it, understand something. If you still don't get it, come to our lives, ask questions, and we'll be very happy to help you out in learning more of these stuff. And that is how you're gonna get better and better and understand the whole purpose where it all started. Okay, next here is Crypto Trailblazers here is asking, what are the meme coins you invested as a trader in crypto?
No, I have not invested in any coin. I have some investment in Bitcoin. That's pretty much it. I've tried with with little money with other things, but now pretty much I've exited that. I mean, I exited maybe like 5 6 years ago already, and so doing the trade myself will need a lot of my time. Uh, when I'm saying do your research and invest, I don't want to invest without doing research. So, but Unocoin will need me a lot of. I mean, Unocoin needs a lot of my time. So, which I have to obviously dedicate for. So, yeah, I don't have much investments into any kind of meme coins at all.
Yes, and I think in a lot of our previous sessions, we have also told, and even in this session, Satvik reiterated the point saying that not more than 5% of your portfolio should be in meme coins. So, I mean,
Not 5%
people,
of your crypto portfolio.
yeah, crypto portfolio. Yes,
Portfolio will
correct.
be yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Yes, so not more than 5% of your crypto portfolio should be in meme coins. Reason being, the more and more you learn, the more and more you realize that it's just not worth it. But again, that is something you want to try your hands at, learn about it. Your choice, you can definitely go ahead and learn more about it.
See,
Here,
I would say another good utility for meme coins is, let's say if you want to build a project on top of Bitcoin, I, I mean, instead of doing trying things on Bitcoin and figuring out and like knowing whether there is a community attraction and such, people can say, okay, why don't we just do it on meme coin, right? So it's like easy to do, but it has very, very, very similar properties, right?
yeah.
And if it's successful, it's like a lab kind of thing. If something is like super successful in something like Dogecoin, I am sure if it is possible in Ether, someone would do on top of it, and if it's not possible on Bitcoin, someone would do on top of it. So, are the same people may just do it on different protocols also, different coins also. So it's, and let's say if I want to introduce someone to Bitcoin, I will be a little bothered because of sending some Bitcoin to them, saying, okay, I'm just sending you 0.00001 because I want to spend a lot. And for that, I have to pay some fees of maybe 3001 or 3005, whatever it is. So all of that combined, for them, they'll feel like, okay, this guy is like how you would give some money to a bikari or something like that, right? So that they feel it that way. Where you give me 0.000. But at least if you have a Dogecoin wallet, or maybe a Shiba Inu wallet, or any other meme coin wallet, let's say Dogecoin are best actually, give them 3 or 5, and they will. And then once they receive it, you have an opportunity to explain how the transaction happened. The first thing they'll feel it, okay, this is exactly how UPI works, Paytm works, everything works. What is that you did? You hit the send button there, it's received here. There is no, they'll not understand how it happened behind the scenes. So I can take that opportunity to explain. So, and there is, the fees is extremely low to the transaction fees on the blockchain. So for that, the Dogecoin is one of the good ones. Just have maybe 100 of them, which could cost you say what, 500 rupees, something like that. So
Mhm.
it's good way uh, of informing someone or inducing someone, and then you can just say that, look, this is Dogecoin, this is not like the best one. Obviously, if you're interested in that, try Bitcoin or Ether, things like that. And that's a good way to start conversation. And given that we have more than, say, 97% of the population in India, or maybe 96, uh, which is not exposed to crypto yet.
True.
So which means each one of us can actually find 20 of us uh, to tell crypto, to talk about crypto, who actually don't know about it. So it's like a lot of population.
Indeed, indeed. And absolutely, I agree with you, Satvik. These as well have micropayment utilities, and I think soon enough, X also has got some plans to integrate Dodge for some micropayment utilities on the platform. Let's see how that goes. Maybe that'll be a changing or a turning point for, let's say, meme coins or Dogecoin per se. It's all Elon Bhai who's just leading the tribe over there. So, I mean, yes. Crypto trailblazers. Okay, Amosh here is asking, Unocoin app, it is difficult to deposit, and our Amosh, we are sorry to hear that. I mean, get in touch with our support team. They'll be able to help you out with this issue. why is that coming, and they'll be able to solve your problem.
Is it difficult? Just check what is the difficulty, So then only you will know. Is it because they don't have the bank account to which they want to do, or if they are trying to do UPI payment, which we cannot accept now? I mean, like none of the exchanges can accept now because of some
Yes.
things. So see, it's very simple, right? We are a technology company ourselves, so it's not tough for us to create multiple methods of payment, multiple methods of deposits, multiple methods of withdrawals. But we have our own restrictions of what we can do, what we cannot do, and we have to provide the services within those restrictions itself. I definitely know that there are some companies, especially the new ones. Sometimes they come up with, okay, now I'll be able to use UPI payments because they've tied up with third party and such. But those are not long living. So we, if someone, if NPCI don't want us to use UPI payments, we don't want to use. That is fine. I don't want to find a jugaad way of making it work, right? So, um, so in that way, yeah, that's the kind of standard. Again, depends from company to company. Um, but if you have the difficulty, then maybe do it a few times and figure out easy way of how to make it work for yourself on Unocoin app. So, yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah. Next, we have Kumar S over here who's saying, Sathvik sir and Unocoin team, very appreciate of your decade of good work in Indian crypto. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Kumar. Now, let's see, what do we have here? Abhijit here is asking, good evening to all of you. Sir, what's the future of Quant Cat?
No idea, boss. Not heard of it. No idea. So maybe it's on some coin on this. It's a cat, I guess. So which means it's not a dog. But yeah, no idea. No idea about it.
Next, Pradeep is saying meme coins means it's a joke, so don't take jokes seriously. Pradeep, yeah, on point.
It was
Amol,
not a joke, right? Even Dogecoin, the creators themselves said it's a joke. Then they don't know why people are taking seriously. Now it is actually very way too serious to an
it's
extent that
top
the
10.
creator didn't know that it will become serious someday. It's a joke.
It's in top 10. That is the most thrilling part about it, that it's in the top 10 according to the coin market cap list. And things just happen. Crypto is unpredictable, and so is the coming days. We can never know what's gonna happen. Next is SRKK. How do you explain the surge in new meme coins? Do they have utility value like Ethereum, Cardano, or XRP, or are they tied to specific blockchain features, or is it just exuberance of the traders?
The last one.
It
No, usually it's not linked to um, any say concept or any utility or any particular it's just generally like a small community coming together and trying to put it together, and they themselves become some kind of co-founders or team members and then hold 10, 15, 20% of it and distribute the rest, and when the price goes up, then they'll just liquidate their holdings to make a lot of money. And especially when there is no commitment and when the team whatever they're trying to build is not committed, it's all so much of red flags. So it just comes down to people trying to bid and ask for different value, and which eventually is becoming like a market price. So it's not specifically tied to any kind of blockchains, also not even to any utility in projects. Sometimes the utility will get created because there is meme coin. Okay, now it can be used for transactions. So Bitcoin is nowadays. I don't see a lot of people using Bitcoin for smaller transactions. Right? So very rarely people talk about it. They use sometimes Ripple and sometimes even Dodge, which we did not think it that way. So it used to be a time where for $1 you used to get like 1,000 Dodge, something like that. So it's like very different now.
is indeed different. So, okay. I think SRKK knows you somehow because he's saying, Hi Sathvik, this is Krishna. Matlab, it's very hard to recognize just from the first name. And I mean, this is why you told us, please, you can get in touch later as well with Sathvik and talk to him. Bharat Bhagya Vidata is here saying, 1 का 10, 1 का 0 gambling होता है, investment का काम इन्वेस्टमेंट का कम या ज्यादा होना इज नॉट गैम्बलिंग वेरी मच ट्रू भारत भाग्य विधाता दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज एंड इट्स नॉट गैम्बलिंग एट ऑल so now Satvik, we see a lot of meme coins coming up these days, and people are also excited about it. Like, we have heard content creators talk about it because it get views. We have heard different people, having it on trends because that is something that people want to talk about. So is it really, like, in 1 in a 10 chance, is it possible that you can make some money out of meme coins, or is it like gonna go good, or we can do something? Is it like worth taking a chance on, or
See, there is definitely some chance that people can make money or would do make money. If not, no one would ever invest at all.
yes.
So just that, it is just again, risk appetite. It just comes down to that. So if people who have investments in equity markets and real estate can invest in crypto, hoping that even this will give good returns, then people who are investing in normal crypto can invest in meme coins, thinking that it will give good returns. Sometimes it does. So it does as well. But when you want to enter, when you want to exit, is something people have to really, really time very well. In crypto, people gets greedy. I mean, there is no other industry people talk about X. I want 10x, I want 100x. Like, I'm talking about it. You know what is 10x in normal, um, real traditional markets? 10x would need like 20 years or 30 years. Okay, and here people want 10x in maybe a month. So in other places, they say, okay, if 3% profit, I'm selling this 5%. Here it's like no such small percentages. People don't even talk about. So we are just like getting railed and derailed to feeling like crypto is just like become rich quick scheme, and if crypto itself is become rich quick, then meme coins are like become ultra rich lot quicker kind of thing. So uh, it gives some people some money depending upon when they entered, when they exit, but you cannot depend on it. You cannot have your peace of mind by having a lot of investment into meme, and then you don't know. Sometimes there are days, even nowadays, memes drop by 20% in a single day or goes up by 20% in a single day. So it's not for the light-hearted.
That is true. That is true, 100%. And there's this very interesting question by Asad Ahmed Khan. He's saying my question was passed. I'm so sorry, Asad, for missing your question. And Asad is asking, are you involved in the CVI investigation? Now read in some Insta post.
No, it's not CBI investigation. In 2020, there was an investigation going on for which we were called as the experts. And we have actually done it in a lot of other cases, lot of other such cases also, where we go and we help the officers confiscate crypto. In every case so far, they usually keep it at Unocoin itself, because an officer know how to hold gold or land documents or cash or whatever they want to confiscate, but too tough for them to hold crypto because they're usually not equipped and there is no proper rules of how they have to do. So they use our services for the purpose. They hold that crypto with us, with a particular case number or FIR number, whatever it is, and we block that particular account till the court orders. Until then, we hold it for them, and when the court order comes, depending upon whether they want us to just release it, or maybe they want us to sell it and pay the money to the government account, we do that. So till now, in every single case, they have asked us to liquidate it, and give the money back to the government account, which we do. So in 2020, in one of the cases, there was some confiscation done for crypto, but actually during the actually during the confiscation itself, we were not involved. But afterwards, we got to know that the transaction hash was fake and such things, and whatever they tried doing themselves has not worked. So we had given our expert opinion at that point of time, and when we tried to figure out if we can recover it in some way using whatever private keys and whatever is available, so nothing has happened so far. But at that time, the ruling party was BJP. I mean, in Karnataka. So under whose guidance those things had happened, or else under in their governance, these things have happened, I believe. But right now, after the change in the party to Congress, in Karnataka, so they have taken a stance that they want to see if investigation has happened properly or not, if there is anything missed out. So why something Bitcoin that was confiscated, now it is said that it is not confiscated and it is lost, it is disappeared, such things. So yeah, we provide our inputs, and we are getting called for giving our written statements and opinions about whatever has happened at that point of time. So yeah, in that way, we did not anticipate this would again come back to us. But whatever has happened, we actually have to report it now again, because investigation is going on. But that's pretty much it.
Absolutely. And I think, see, this is one thing with mainstream media, they'll do a lot of mirch masala and they'll do an article or something. And even I was myself a little shocked to see the way they worded it. But then again, it's all about providing Unocoin's expertise to the government authorities. And I mean, guys, if you ever have a doubt, just ask us here. You'll always get an answer. That is the thing. Never have a doubt. And that is what builds a trust here. So I hope that answers your question, Asad Ahmed Khan. Okay. Now, Bharat Bhagyavatata is also asking another interesting question. He's saying, sir, क्या आप कभी finance minister से मिले हो income tax के बारे में बात करने के लिए?
See, the present income taxes are how much they were to put it is like the right of the government to do it. In 2021, they had taken a stance that this is similar to gambling and betting, because at that time the prices were extremely high and extremely volatile markets. So they had given some kind of policies, 30% income tax and 1% TDS, along with no loss offset and such things. So which even continues today to be effective. So we haven't really met the finance minister itself, but we have tried doing it with a lot of other officials. So for the first year, we were hearing that they want some data, they want to be able to compare, so what they thought and what exactly is happening and see the difference and such. And that 1 year is over already, at least by last July. But it is not something randomly in between they will change it, unless it is extremely important. This particular budget was an interim budget, so I was not expecting any changes. So we are hoping, we have a lot of hope, given that too many people are talking about this, that the crypto tax should be corrected, it should be amended. So because of that, we hope there will be some kind of amendments that will kind of favor crypto. So we will have to see. And as of today, if you see the volumes and such, and if you compare it to the global volumes, so India is not playing a significant role. A lot of people are just like buying it and holding it. They're not trading it too often, especially because at least of TDS issues and loss offset, not allowing the loss offset issues, right? So I would say the aspect of people looking at it as gambling have reduced because of the present income tax. But again, it has also affected people who never thought that way anyway. So, the balance may not be accurate yet, but over a period of time, it will be, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as far as meeting the finance minister, it's weird that Bharat Bhagyavedanta asked this question. Just last night, I had this dream because, so many days reduced crypto tax has been going so viral and, so trending. Literally, I had this dream that there's full crypto thing happening. Finance minister is there, and I'm like, oh God, what a premonition am I having over here? But I just hope my dream was a premonition and things reduce down, and we see a brighter future for crypto in all the directions, be that regulatory, be that in terms of market, be that in terms of Indian exchanges. It's all gonna bloom really well. Okay, now here we have Bharat Bhagyavedanta. Actually, I think he's a lot into politics, Sathvik, because past few sessions are by the end we are getting into a lot of politics. Now he's saying अगर मोदी जी की जगह कोई और होता तो इतने टैक्स लगाने पर मैं सरकार गिरा देता. अगर मोदी जी की जगह अच्छा ओके दैट इज अ रेपिटेटिव कमेंट यार भारत भाग्य बताता क्या किया जाए मतलब सरकार वी इट्स ऑलवेज फॉर द पीपल बाय द पीपल एंड टू द पीपल but at the end of the day we choose the leaders and we have to evaluate a lot of things before choosing our leader and not just one thing. So I mean इलेक्शंस आ रहे हैं आप अपना बेस्ट ऑप्शन चूज कर लीजिए और क्या है इसमें. एंड एनएस कन्वल पूछ रहे हैं सात्विक सर व्हाट इज योर बिटकॉइन प्राइस प्रेडिक्शन टिल 2030 इज इट पॉसिबल 1 million?
I actually don't think so. So I was just looking at the different multipliers and such, whatever has happened, right? So 2013 there was a multiplication of almost 100. So it went up from it's a bullish year is 13, 17, 21, right? So we have to see if we can get some data out of it. So price of Bitcoin was like $16 on Jan 1st, 2013. It went up to about 1,100 or something like that. So it's like close to about 100x. But in 2017, it was like it started from 1,000. It only went up to 15, which means no, it went up to $20,000, which is 15 lakhs at the time. So which was like a 20x kind of thing. But if you see 2021, I think it is like 4x, 5x. That's what it has kind of achieved. So this multiplier is kind of reducing because whatever kind of gains that people could get when the price is extremely low is very, very different as the price increases. So due to which it's possible maybe we see about $100,000, $200,000, maybe a possibility. I'm hoping. But if you're talking about 1 or 2 bull runs within 2030, and if price can go to price of Bitcoin can go to 1 million, is very, very unlikely, according to me.
That is true. That is true. And obviously, certain things always depend on certain factors. And Bitcoin is something that has shown consistent return. But when we talk about 1000x or 100x return, you really need to see the the potential of it. Given the volatility has reduced, how the institutions are entering the market, obviously there are a lot of factors, so doing your own research is very important. In terms of long term, Satvik, I remember I was just recently talking to somebody, and this person happens to be very knowledgeable in the space of crypto, and I was just asking him, like, if you have to invest in certain tokens, what would be your like 2035 goals? So now this is something that I want to ask you. Well, because we talk about investing in meme coins all the time because this is so popular, this is so attractive, so nice and everything. But at the end of the day, if we talk about a long-term investment, like say 2035, is it worth holding? Is it like should we hold given the risk associated and everything?
Too tough to predict. I cannot even tell what it will be 230 or 2030. So it's like extremely tough. But if money was given to me, I would have invested at least half of it in Bitcoin, and remaining half I would have diversified into maybe significantly to Ether and few other L1s, etc. So and taking that bet and taking that risk, but it's too tough. And I believe apart from like top 5 or 8, maybe some like let's say top 10, at least 3 4 of them would have survived to be top 10, and the remaining ones likely would be new. So, for example, today we have Solana, which didn't exist many years ago, and it could be Cardano. So those were maybe just like people have heard about it and have some action, but not that big, right? So uh, having a extremely long-term goal sometimes then may not work, especially if you're trying to do altcoin trading. Uh, and also, when I was just thinking about this Bitcoin and price prediction, 2028, 2030, or 2035, right? I think one of the main reason why Bitcoin would not give huge multipliers is also because of this ETF. So let's say if ETF is not there, people are very emotional and passionate towards Bitcoin as a technology and what it can achieve. So not many sellers are there, right? So, but the moment you have ETF, so the people who get exposure to ETF, usually the equity markets, commodity market, I mean like traders and such, they purely do the trade analytically. Okay, so there is always some sellers, and when there is always some sellers, then the price will not go up so easily. So the number of sellers has to decrease, and the buy, I mean, demand should significantly increase. So whoever have thought, okay, I'm buying Bitcoin today at $45,000, at $50,000, I will exit the market. I'll exit that particular ETF. In ETF, you can find them, those kinds of people for 10%. 10% is a lot of money, kind of thing. But when it comes to normal crypto, okay, I'm buying at 45, but I may not give out at least till 90, like double. So as long as some sellers are there, the price will not significantly increase like huge multiples. But this also means there is stability that we got, right? Because there is some buyers, some sellers all time. The risk have reduced, um, and liquidity has increased, and volatility has decreased as well. So it's a good in a way, and it is giving access to a lot of other people who did not have access to it. But when the risk reduces, the benefits also reduces. It is as simple as that. So if you want more and more risky coins, I think you should skip Bitcoin and do other things. Bitcoin is not like, I don't see it going to the moon or Jupiter or anything like that extremely soon. It will take its own time.
It sure is going to Mars, though, with Elon Musk's plan to, settle up on Mars. We can see that going to Mars, maybe. But then again, yes, that is true. That is true. And I think now Bitcoin has become an asset that is for the people who understand why it was created in the first place and not for the people who wants return. That is one narrative that I have started, sticking to lately. And this is something that I've realized because you know things are flawed, and things are flawed in every aspect, not just money. It's everywhere. Now you have a solution here, and once you start understanding the value of it, and by the way, guys, that is also the reason why Unocoin was created in the first place, to bring bitcoins to billions. And that is the narrative that the founders, that the company still stick by. And it's a very proud thing to say, because not a lot of people do the same now. It's all driven by market demands, what people are looking at, what people want, and airdrops, tokens, nfts, this and that. It's all great, but then at the end of the day, the utility of bitcoin is supposed to be something way greater than this. And Satvik, like I was saying, obviously longevity, in terms of that, we cannot much say about our meme coins. but when we talk about the overall cryptocurrency market and the volume share, what do you think, and how does these meme coins actually impact the total volume share?
No, this can actually significantly increase the volumes because of the people's view around it. Who just because of the price volatility, there are more people who want to sell and there are more people who want to buy also. So I think it can contribute. It can be a significant contributor to volumes. I believe so, but not all time. depending upon whatever action is happening on different sets of meme coins. I think they'll have some kind of contribution. And why the meme coins contributed in this country to volumes today may be a very different reason. Why in some other country the meme coin contributed to the volumes. So you cannot draw common grounds. It's too tough. But if, let's say, if someone is talking about meme coins in, say, Germany, they'll be talking about different ones. So what is more word of mouth and well known here is different than what it is in another place of the world. It's not so with Bitcoin or Ether. It's like the same thing.
That is true. Here, interestingly, Bharat Bhagyavedanta is saying 30% tax is heart touching. I think you meant heart wrenching. Sir, कोई country बताओ जहाँ free में citizenship मिलती है. So I think Sathvik will, give you a proper answer to this. And yeah, I mean, I have something to add. I'll add that later. Sathvik, what do you have to say on this?
No, I don't know any country where you will get citizenship for free. And if you are getting citizenship for free, then it is not a country you should go anywhere. So it actually reminds me of my when I was a student, right? So I was trying to give exams for MBA and see like where I what is my ranking and such.
Okay, I think there's a little network error.
So I was just saying about my. You can listen to me now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I was just saying during my MBA days, I used to, or just before my MBA, right? So I used to give like various exams, and I used to be like super happy. Oh my god, I got some good ranks here, and a particular colleges, like so many colleges are accepting. Then my teacher at that time said, if someone is accepting you so easily, then it's not good for you. So whatever is tough is where you should be, because then you will find more more reason to learn from your students as well. And if it is easy, then it is not good.
Now this
So
is
how, coming back to the question, if it there are definitely will be, see, if you ask me to tell the names of the country, maybe max I can tell 50 of them. Remaining 150, we don't even know. So a lot of people had not heard of Malta till something happened in crypto. A lot of people had not even heard of
El
Estonia,
Salvador as well.
El Salvador. Yeah, like so. But tomorrow maybe something else. So these people, why they are picking it up, crypto, is because they want to create some name and create some difference in this industry. In that way, they want to grow as well. It is like they're seeing it's a way of creating an identity for themselves. In the, at least in this small community of crypto, right? So yes, 30% income tax is not so fair, but it is not pathetic where you have to leave the country also. So this is where you are born and brought up, I think, and they're asking tax only for the profits. Um, so whatever are the profitable trades. So use your brains, time your entries and exits. It's okay. It's okay to pay to the government. I mean, one or the other, either we get benefited or some other Indians are getting benefited. It's still our country. Yeah, it is. You have to treat it like a home, right? So father is earning. Yes, at the end, the wife is eating, children are eating. Everyone else is spender, but one is earning. So if you feel that way about the country as well, then that's fine. Some part of it is coming back, but not everything. Uh, it is okay to pay, but don't avoid. That is like the last thing you should do. If you avoid now, and if it gets identified maybe in 3 years, 5 years, you will pay all of that plus interests plus penalties, and it literally like, and doing crypto transactions and not paying accurate taxes is like very very bad.
Very, very, very bad. And I think Bharat Bhagyavedanta, I've got like two things for you. First of all, Bharat Bhagyavedanta, Bharat is in your handle's very name. So, I mean, be a little patriotic man. And second thing I have to tell you is 30% taxes, indeed, it's a lot. what I think from a positive perspective is that government want us to hold Bitcoin rather than trading it or investing or at least taking out the profits, and they want us to save for longer term, at least the time they reduce these taxes. So think of it this way: they're promoting hodling. Yeah. So hodl your bitcoins, hodl your crypto, and just forget about it. I mean, keep investing whatever you can. Like, you invest in other stuff. Don't think about taking it out so soon. I mean, later on you're gonna regret it. You might, again, this is not a financial advice, but do your own research and you will realize this yourself maybe. And I think, Sathvik, this was a very touching and a very nice thing to end our session on today. And I think this has given a lot of uh, good vibes about the potential of our Indian ecosystem itself, our Indian crypto industry as well. And we believe in it. We're going to stand by it, and we're going to do everything there is to make it better every day possible. So thank you everybody for joining in today. It was an amazing session. Thank you so much, Satvik, for being here and imparting such a beautiful message. By the way, that teacher's note of yours, that's becoming my Twitter good morning note tomorrow.
Sure. Okay. Thanks for the session, Shambhavi. Thank you very much
Thank
for joining.
you so much, everyone. We'll see you again next week.